Hi channel and welcome back. Welcome back. I'm back. I recently put one video up, I guess, which was from my new house, and it's taken quite a long time before I was able to make the second one. I've just been extremely busy since I got here. We are in Ålesund, a beautiful city on the west coast of Norway, and we are making our way through FTX Norway. For those who watched the previous episode, when I came in to land here at night, I had some airport issues, and I've been trying to fix them today, which took a while. It turns out airports in Norway did not play well with my FTX Norway and the rest of my installation, and I ended up actually disabling that from the stream, and from my setup, and I'm actually running just FTX Norway's version of Ålesund Airport, which is, you know, fine. It's pretty good. In here is Ålesund. Ålesund Airport's on an island. It has a tunnel into town. It goes from here over a bridge, and there's a tunnel under here, over there, or something. And I don't know. Ålesund's it's a pretty place. I guess I sort of promised a tour around the city since it has cityscapes, but I am reneging on my promise because I am kind of I'm really looking forward to doing some really interesting flying, and I think today we have a really interesting flight. I actually got a comment on my YouTube channel from one of my viewers about going from here to Hovden and then from Hovden to Sandane, which is exactly what I was planning to do, absolutely. But I looked up the charts for Ørsta, Volda, and Hovden in just south of Ålesund, and they have a really interesting approach. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. But whatever, I'm not gonna stop me. They have a really interesting approach. It's a localizer, but as you see, it's very, very, very offset to the actual runway direction. It's an extremely short flight, though, only 23 miles, which make light work up in the Majestic. There's no real reason for me taking the Majestic for this flight other than the fact that I want to run this fun approach, and I think it would be fun to do that in the Q400. To make matters worse, the weather is pretty bad. I'm even not sure that we're going to get visibility with the minimums that we have, but let's hope that we do. Try and make this happen anyway. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm really excited about it. They also have a really sort of fun sort of visual chart here, as you can see, where you can look at how they plan on doing it. You basically zigzag around the airport until you find it. It kind of seems like. But yeah, we're gonna try and do the localized approach. It's gonna be very, very exciting, difficult. We're gonna come in through Bugum. We're gonna maintain 4,000 feet until we get to FTAS, our little turn. Then we're gonna go down to 3,500 feet towards Abrud, which is DME6. And from DME6, we're pretty much going to go into kind of a steep dive from DME6 towards, what is it, DME4? Or DME2? And where we will reach our minimums, and we'll have to make a decision whether or not to go ahead with the landing or not. Hopefully we will. Since it's such a short flight, I don't know, like I usually use PFX to help me plan, but it didn't really want to plan this for me. It's too short. I mean, if you look at it, this is basically, in a sense, what the plan looks more or less like this. So it's a short flight. So I was thinking of maybe climbing to around 6,000 feet before heading down to, just before starting my descent down to 4,000 feet. And I'm gonna do it all kind of in manual. I have tuned the radios already, I've programmed the FMSs. I haven't done my crossfill. be that necessary in this case, but you know, that stuff is important sometimes, right? Let's go and get Pushback here. And we are taking off runway 6, which is to our left, so we'll take it straight.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
I'm gonna go ahead and start the APU.
Flight deck, this is ground crew, stand by for pushback.
To stow the pins again. So yeah, I'm doing this a little too hot heavy. So there we go. Hot heavy, I guess isn't exactly the right word for this, but whatever. Okay, doors closed.
Locking gear. Ground crew departure check is complete. Nose gear steering disconnected for push. Release parking brakes. Okay, here we go. All clear behind the aircraft. Safe to start engines for discretion. Due to icing conditions.
So even the takeoff here should be pretty interesting. We're pretty much facing a direct crosswind. Pretty much from the direction I'm heading or facing right now, almost. The wind is coming from over here. We're taking off to the north, so we're gonna have a pretty severe crosswind on takeoff as well. I've also kind of just estimated the speeds here using the speed card. So I'm doing a flaps 5 departure. It's pretty long one way here, but we're gonna do a flaps 35 landing. Be doing that at around 116 knots. I'm pretty heavily loaded as well, so I don't know. All in all, this is gonna be really interesting. I have to excuse my yawning. I'm very tired. I really like my new house where I moved to. It's much bigger. I have a separate room that I can do my simulating in, which is great, but it's a bit of a longer commute. I've been working a lot of overtime since I've moved. It's just been kind of a mess, sort of time-wise. So this really is the second time I've run my simulator from my new house.
Parking brakes, please.
Start the engines now. Start by starting engine number 2. See the engine rising, fuel in the mixture, and it should go. Times the 35 straight away, so we don't forget.
Locking gear. Nose wheel steering connected. Pins removed. Tow vehicle disconnected.
On behalf of our airline, we would like to welcome you on board of our Dash 8 Q400. The flight time today will be approximately 2 hours. Would you please fasten your seatbelts and refrain from smoking? If you want to use any electronic equipment, we would kindly ask you to contact us first. For takeoff and landing, these devices must be switched off,
Clear behind the
and
aircraft,
cellular
left and
phones
right.
may not be used during the entire flight. We wish you a pleasant stay on board.
Start engine number 1. I forgot to turn off the AP lead. That is stupid. I don't know what that means, but I know you're not supposed to do it. So probably what I guess it means is that there's less bleed air to the systems, and may put additional strain on the APU. My guess as to what's happening. If anyone knows how to fix these vents, like what is the actual right setting, then feel free to tell me, because I have never been able to figure it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, May we have your attention to the international safety regulations. This aircraft has 6 emergency exits. 2 exits are
Okay,
located in
so
front,
at the
2 at the wings,
props,
and 2 at the back. They are marked with the exit sign.
turn on the
Eliminate
pitot
escape
heats,
path markings on the floor lead to these exits. Each seat is equipped with
window
a safety
heat,
belt.
side window
To fasten the
heat.
seatbelt, put the 2 ends together.
Turn off
Tighten it by
the
pulling the
leads
loose
at
end.
this time.
To unfasten the seatbelt, lift the upper part of the belt.
Packs
The
are
life vest
on.
is located under your seat and is sealed with
Turn on
plastic
position
bag.
lights,
When
logo
instructed to do
lights.
so, take a hold of the bag and take the life vest out.
We can turn off
Pull the life
external
vest over your
power.
back.
We can turn off
Fasten
the
the life
APU.
vest by
We
connecting
can
the
turn
hose to
off
the
the
ring.
main bus tie.
Pull the struts until the life vest is properly adjusted. When leaving
Okay.
the aircraft, pull the threads tight and the life vest will inflate.
Clear the caution light. Oh yeah, the anti-skid. I always forget the anti-skid. I'm so used to FS2 crew doing that for me.
For more detailed
Turn on the nose wheel
information,
steering.
please refer to the safety instruction card in the seat pocket.
And I think we're good to go.
Thank you for your attention.
More or less anyway. So on this side, I think I'll run the terrain radar because there is significant terrain. And I think I'll tune this to page 2 now, and we'll run the weather radar over here because there's also significant weather. We need to turn on the weather radar, that is for sure. Oh, the taxi light can come on. It's been a while since I've done this. So excuse my inexperience here. This is what I mean about these settings. What setting is the right one? I think it's this way. Just don't seem to know. I'm not running ATC for this flight. It's mainly because it's just too short. And there is a lot of traffic around here. Not this time of day anyway. So let's think about this. We can turn on the pumps, we can turn on the hydraulic pumps, we can arm the auto feather. The weather radar is on. Put a little transponder before I forget. I always forget. Things that I always forget. It's one of those. See, this is side window heat on, but it's foggy. It's really annoying. So my plan here is pretty much to fly this mostly, well, I don't really know what my plan is. I think my plan is sort of fly this big needles. Mostly sort of manual with the flight director guiding me. And when I get to the, try and use some sort of managed descent. Once we get to our flight level. Like I said before, this will be really interesting. I fully expect to sort of mess up with here. It's not quite easy, and I don't know exactly what I'm doing when it comes to these kinds of approaches, but we'll see what we can do. But hopefully it'll be interesting. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think I'm ready to go. So 40%. Yeah. Power looks good. Oh yeah, I forgot the flaps. That is lame. Look at the weather, huh? It's proper Norwegian winter weather. It's pretty different flying from now on. look at the wind pushing me sideways too. Look at that. That's really, really cool. You can see my heading bug here is actually indicating the direction of the wind. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, let's put this on LNAV and let's put it on. Let's put it in IS mode and let's follow the flight director. Yeah, we have room from great. We can track the landing gear. Acceleration altitude. We can track the flaps. And we'll set the IS speed at 195. Salon, try and get it to 6,000 feet. Just following the flight director to the west. So far, actually. Looking pretty nice and controlled. Got a good rate of climb here. Cleared most of the terrain in the area. Things were sort of developing bad. They look pretty. They look a lot better than they did. Weather's going to be really interesting. This is going to be, this is kind of why I wanted to do this. It's such a great day to do something like this. I mean, the weather should allow us to do this, but it is minimal. Let's engage autopilot. Okay. Get back to Clubs 900. I think I might actually just keep all the lights on. Ice and yeah, in general, that's what I'm talking about here. This is why this is interesting. So already, I think we're going to be at 4,000 feet at Bugum. See, this is not gonna go on. I'm behind already. We're gonna go down at a speed of 800 feet. Drops all the way back. Engage alt cell. And undo the trim. Which you don't need for a level flight like this. Okay. Anyways, gears up. Flaps is up. Speed is good. We have ice. Keep the pumps on. And we have the ILS is actually pre-tuned. I have not set the course, but let's quickly do that. So, I'll say ILS, but we mean the localizer. So 121. Is the direction. Localizer. Correct. And I think what we'll do is when we get to So we're at Boogum. We're gonna make our descent here at 4,000 feet. Boogum. We're gonna maintain 4,000 feet until we intercept the localizer. How we are going to do that is we're going to switch to heading mode in a second. Look at that. These are very, very cool, very fun. Okay, I'm feeling a bit more under control. So, as I was saying, we're going to switch over to heading mode once we cross Boogum here, and we're gonna switch this over to nav source nav 1, and we're gonna arm the localizer. Once we intercept the localizer, we're gonna start a slow descent down to 3,500. Let's also, just while we have time, turn this to 1.6, which is our orbital speed. I'm going intentionally really slow here. By the way, if you're wondering. Okay, we have it to FTOS. Switch over to heading select. Now 1. Let's see, and we have signal from it. We can bring this one up to nav 2. Just so we have a, and this one also has some course of 1 same one, just so we have backup. And I think at this point we're gonna arm the localizer. Maintain some speed here. Once we turn like that, I think we might be able to do this. Landscapes running around. Not gonna be much of a sightseeing flight today. More of a flight guide thing. I think Holton is in here, is behind these mountains here, I think. To get a little bit closer, I might take this over a little bit. Capture the localizer, start our descent. It's very loud rain.
2,500.
In already, just because I know I'm gonna have to engage maximum drops. Okay, so at 6, we want to be at 3,500. And from then on, we're gonna have to start a pretty sharp descent, a 4-degree descent. So I think after that, let's see, what does that mean? We're going at a speed of around 160 knots, around 160 knots. Oh, definitely 900 feet per minute. Okay. Getting the flaps up before it's too late. Before we get up too much speed, because we are going to get up a lot of speed. So let's get this down to 1900. It's pretty good. We have some visibility here. Let's keep going. We are a little bit ahead of schedule. It's probably a good thing. Okay, let's further slow down, let's bring the gear down. Props up. Flaps 15. Just disengage to autopilot, which is a problem. this kind of approach. Yeah, it's down here. It's between these two mountains here. You can see it on the chart. See, there's a little lake, there's a little fjord arm sticking in here, there's a little rocky thing here, which is this thing, and it's in between these two. It is an interesting approach for sure. Go flaps 35 at this point. Through cruise ship. So cool if we could actually make this, if I can do this properly. Nice, shit, I forgot to. Okay. I haven't properly set up my track IR yet, so it's a little just like not the actual technical part of it, but the lining it up with everything. So it should be near, shouldn't it? There it is. And it's close for its sharp bank.
1,000.
Flaps 35 check. Gears through to green. The warning we're getting is for not being on the localizer, which makes a lot of sense because it's an offset localizer. Okay, that warning we're getting is a stall warning because the ice, the ref speeds are on. So I was waiting for 116, but it's adding 20 knots to that, so it's actually wanting me to go at
100.
126, which I am not comfortable going at this
50.
little airport.
40.
Let's see,
30.
it's looking pretty good.
20. 10.
I'm gonna land hard. And we're gonna do full reverse. Brakes. Yeah. Beautiful place, huh? Look at those mountains in front here, huh? Amazing place. Okay. I know I kind of hate watching reviews on YouTube, instant replays on YouTube, but this one I need to watch because I don't think that was that great, even though we got down safely. I wish there was a proper replay feature with so I could actually see the flaps in their correct position. Oh, it's replaying them in their correct position. That's pretty cool. So I don't know about you, but I feel like my turn was a little. Maybe it wasn't so bad. It wasn't. I don't know. I wish it was better somehow. Also, the final descent, I felt like I'm definitely low. Definitely low, but at the same time, it's hard to gauge those things. And I guess I could have flared a bit more. It does flare, even though they say it doesn't flare. It does flare a little bit. Look at that nose bounce. Okay, we lived to tell the tale with the fully loaded plane full of passengers. That's not so bad, I guess. Well, usually I make really long videos with lots of talking about how I planned and everything. I guess this was kind of the opposite of that. It was a really short video with too little planning in a sense, but I sure had a lot of fun. This was, to me, one of the more interesting flights so far. One of them is it's a great little approach. It's well worth doing, like well worth working on. This is the sort of this is hard, not that easy, and I guess that's I can't be the only one who really enjoys doing the hard stuff in this sim. It's pretty great, actually. Let's just get the GPU. And yeah, there we go. They're on the ground. It's quiet until the diesel generator starts up here. There you go. Like I said before about this particular add-on really is amazing, and you need to own it. If you don't own it, this is an incredible plane. It's a real challenge to learn how to fly, but it also is real fun to fly. Really amazing plane. I forgot to turn off the nice anti-eyes. Well, forgot to. I just didn't do it. Anyways, next flight will be to Sandana, which is an Orbx payware airport. It's really cute. It's about as long as this, but I think I'm gonna do the flight in a slower plane. Pretty much right after this one. So if you like what you see, check out the next video and subscribe or leave a like or comment. It's really fun to see what you guys are saying, and I try to answer the comments that I get. Well, thanks all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.